Welcome back. This is Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and today we're going to be walking around a 1970 Coronet. This one has a 440 under the hood. Looks like it has power steering. It's nice and clean in the engine bay. But I'm going to be picking out the flaws. I'm going to be looking for any kind of flaws so you know exactly what you're buying when you get here. And if you go to maplemotors.com, I offer financing and shipping options, so be sure to check that out. And you can see all of our inventory that we update every Monday with new cars. So hit that subscribe button. Also hit the like and share this video. That helps us out quite a bit. I also got a music channel here called Southgate Production. If you like the tunes, join us over there. Let's get started. I like running down the lower portion of this car first. It's usually where problems persist. You can see in the front here, we got some chips and scratches. Get down low here. On the front end, all the little chips from the road. And you can see the grill's got some pitting and age. It's showing. Coming down this lower portion here, up over the fender. There's a chip right there on the driver's side. Down in the lower portion here, we got some rust trying to pop through. You see this? A couple bubbles. Down in the corner of the door, you got some bubbles as well. Coming on down. You also got some bubbles in the corner there. Coming up over the rear, a few chips. And down the back panel, obviously some rocks have come up and chipped this panel. A scratch right here. Coming back to midsection, should be a lot better than the lower section. You got a little bit of fading on the RT there. A couple chips in the middle of the door. And a chip right here in the fender. On the top section, little scratches here and there. Some chips on the edges. A light scratch here. A little bit of light pitting on the mirror. And the door handle. It's got some pitting as well. A few little bubbles in the paint there. See on top of the fender here. Paint is weak on this car. It's got a lot of little chips and scratches. Coming around the back end here, light scratch. The trim's beat up in the corner. Also got some pitting in the rear bumper. A little bit of rust popping up here in the back. Weather stripping's in good shape around the trunk. The lid looks pretty clean. In the trunk here, let's see what we got. Yeah, this old mat there. Can we get up under it? I want to get up under it. Did they glue it? Somebody's glued carpet in here. And I can't seem to get up under it. I want to. Oh my goodness. Looks like they've replaced the trunk and glued this mat down. We're gonna have to just go and get some undercarriage shots. I also have detailed pictures on my website of the undercarriage. This is gonna take more time than it's worth to rip all this. Let's check this side, see if somebody's already done it. Oh my goodness. They put a lot of glue on that, but it did look like they replaced that lower one on this side. Let's check up in the package tray. Some light rust popping up there. A lot of these old Mopars got a lot more rust than the others. It's coming down to the trunk here. Seems to shut pretty good. Around the top portion where the top comes down, you got some bubbles popping up. They've siliconed the trim right here, and you can see a little bit of bubbling popping up around that trim. Might as well check this side here. I like running my hands on the top, see if I can find any kind of bubbles, and I will let you know. This side's pretty good, nice and smooth. Most of the time it doesn't pop up in the middle. It usually pops up on the edges or the pillars here. Water will get trapped and cause issues. This side's looking really good. Only thing that I seen was this right here, where it came down past the trim on this side. Okay, let's make our way. Edge of this trunk lid, it's got some imperfections popping up on it. Now this side, we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna run down the lower portion and come back to midsection. Got a chip right here. And on the edge of the door here, you got some bubbling popping up. Middle of the door's got a little patch, looks like, and some more bubbles popping up. It's definitely got some rust coming through on these edges. As you can see, I'm trying to zoom in, make sure you know about them. You got some spotting popping up in the middle of the panel there. You also got touch-up marks in the front. And I'd say that's Bondo right there. Coming down the midsection. We've already seen all this. Middle of the door looking pretty good. A couple little chips if I get real close. Door handle's got a little bit of pitting on it. Of course, this is faded. Little stickers coming off there. And then the top section here, coming across this, see the chips around the trim, discoloration on the trunk in the corner. A little dirt there. Windows are looking decent. The vent window here has got some oxidation popping up on the bottom of it. You've got some cracking going on here in the front on the passenger side. Some chips up on top of the fender. Long stretch right there. There's a touch-up marker right here. And we're gonna do the same with the top as we did the driver's side. I noticed something when I was walking by here. So, okay, as you're coming down the edges here, you see them bumps. There's a little bit of rust trying to pop up under there. And in the center here, there is some rust up under that. Try to get it in an angle where you can see it. So once you pull that off, you probably have to get that fixed. Down on the edges there too, and right here. You got a little bit of a tear in the corner of the top. That's probably where the water was getting in and coming down in here. The top section feels pretty good. You can kind of glance along the line there and try to catch any more, but I think it was just that corner there. Even the pillar's good. Okay. So we made it all the way around this ride. Now we're gonna check out the interior, get her started up. And after this video, we're gonna be doing a test drive, so be sure to check out both videos. Let's look at the interior on this one. As we open it up, I can see new carpet in here. The seats are in great shape. Back seat's got a little rip in the middle, right there in the center. And the top of the back seat has been sun worn. You can see some cracks. And they taped it up. Package tray actually is in pretty good shape compared to the seat there. The top looks pretty good other than this spot right here in the middle where it's got a rip. Checking the door panel out. It looks nice and clean. Coming down the side here, got some weather stripping underneath. Pretty solid. The jam, same thing. You got some light rust popping up in here. Looks like some surface rust trying to get through where the paint's chipped. The jam's solid. Go ahead, place your bets. Do you think the horn works on this one? It's a little game we like to play on the channel. Let's get in here and start this thing up. Yeah, it's a nice new carpet. The dash looks nice and clean. Oil pressure's coming up. Engine temperature does work. I seen it come up earlier when I pulled the car off the front line. I don't think the washers work, but the wipers cut on and work. Blower motor. Let's see what we got here. I think we're gonna need a blower motor on this one. Radio. Not working on the radio. Turn signals are working. Look at the battery gauge. Turn signals off now. Go ahead and turn the headlights on and we'll leave that turn signal on. Try the horn. Are you ready? That one works good. Needs a glove box. Fuses are right behind it. Woo! Okay. I don't think that thing's been open in a while. That's good. It doesn't smell like smoke in here. It actually smells fairly clean. It's probably the new carpet I'm smelling. Okay. I'll go ahead and show you the mileage, but I cannot stand behind it. That's 98,000 there. We've got the tail lights on and they are working. The turn signal is blinking on this side. Motor's cold right now. Turn signal is working. We have a headlight that's out. Yeah, might have to get a bulb replaced. This one is working. Go ahead and hit the other turn signal and I'll stomp on the switch that changes it to a high beam, which is down here in the floor. And we'll put the right turn signal on now. Right turn signal is working. High beams are on and left front turn signal is working. Now coming down with the hood, it comes down nice and easy. I'm just barely pushing on it and it's locked. We've also got some hood pins that we'll be putting on right before we do the test drive. Let's look across the main hood here. I'm going to be giving you some undercarriage shots now. We're going to look up under the front, all the way around the car, And look at those detailed pictures at maplemotors.com to see more undercarriage shots. And the test drive has a light. I sit on the ground, shine up on the undercarriage, and drive over. All right, let's look under this. Okay, I do appreciate you watching. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. I post videos like this pretty much daily. But like I said, the test drive will be located the last 30 seconds of this video, or you could type in 1970 Coronet Maple Motors in the YouTube search bar. You can usually do that to find pretty much any car in stock at our lot. If you're still having trouble, always type hashtag 974. That's the stock number of the car. So once you put it in, it'll be like 1970 Coronet Maple Motors hashtag 974 in the YouTube search bar, and you'll be able to find any car on the lot. I got plenty to do today, so we're gonna get as much as I can done. I do appreciate y'all watching. Hit that subscribe button. Also hit share. That helps us out quite a bit. And of course, if you hit that like button, that'll bring us back up to the top. So thanks in advance. I'll see y'all in the next video. Later, guys.